She was on the porch, barefoot, holding a cup of coffee in one hand and waving to our neighbor's kid with the other, when the so-called HOA police showed up and pulled a gun on her. "Step away from the house, ma'am," the man barked, pointing a pistol like he was some kind of authority figure. My heart dropped. I was just inside, watching from the kitchen window, frozen. She didn't flinch. In fact, she gave the guy a look I hadn't seen in years, calm, cold, calculating. That's when I knew he had no idea what he'd just walked into. You see, my wife doesn't talk much about what she does. Most people think she's just a fitness instructor who works part-time at the VA hospital. But the truth? She's active Delta Force. Still deployed on rotation. Still trained to handle situations exactly like this. The guy with the gun had no badge, no name tag, just a self-printed HOA enforcement patch and a loaded weapon. Behind him, 2 more officers in matching black polos were walking up our driveway like they owned the place. No warrant. No reason. Just a flimsy claim that our mailbox didn't meet HOA standards and that our presence was a threat to neighborhood order. What they didn't expect was my wife stepping off the porch like a ghost. "I'm going to say this once," she said, her voice like steel. "Put the weapon down." He laughed. Big mistake. In one blink, she disarmed him. Disarmed him while holding her coffee. The man screamed, stumbled back, and landed in our flower bed, arms flailing. Now staring up at the barrel of his own gun, held by the woman he'd just threatened. The other 2 froze. "Tell me who sent you," she said, calm, controlled, terrifying. One of them cracked instantly. "It was Karen. Karen from the board. She said you were squatting on HOA land and gave us the gear." Karen. Of course it was Karen. The same self-declared HOA president who once tried to evict our neighbors for painting their front door navy blue. The same Karen who once threatened to fine me for parking in my own driveway. Only this time she'd gone too far. Way too far. And she had no idea what kind of storm was about to come her way. The fake HOA cops were still frozen. One stammering excuses. The other quietly backing toward their unmarked black SUV parked at the curb. But my wife wasn't done. "Get on the ground." Not a request. They obeyed. Meanwhile, I finally snapped out of my shock and stepped outside, phone already recording. That's when I noticed Karen standing smugly at the corner of the street, arms folded like she was the queen of some suburban kingdom. She didn't even flinch when she saw the scene. My wife holding a weapon, 3 grown men on the ground, one practically crying. "You're trespassing."